up next. Nikita is the Chief Technology Officer at Sununu, Qatar's fastest growing tech company. With over 10 years of experience across banking, telecoms, and e-commerce, he blends deep software expertise with leadership. Nikita holds a master's in information security and has completed advanced studies at MIT. He is passionate about sharing knowledge and insights.
So let's start. So my name is Nikita. I'm currently CTO in Sununu. It's one of the Qatari fastest growing startup specializing on food delivery, e-commerce, marketplace, and so on. And I'm managing team around 150 engineers across the world, from Bogota to Tokyo. So I have quite experience in what workforce we are looking now. But from other side, I'm a student. I'm always studying, and currently I'm participating in Executive MBA and HEC Paris. It's one of the most advanced business schools in the world. So I also know how things looks like from a side of a student in exhausting world. And with AI, especially now, we have a lot of questions, because everyone telling us that soon most of the jobs will not be existing. Even software engineers that I personally don't trust enough. But it's realities, and in 5-10 years, world will be changing dramatically. And in a learning side, we should answer 3 questions. So as a student, what we have to study, what skills will be required for the future. Second question is from a professor maybe side or a manager side, how to teach in the age of AI, how make sure that you're actually teaching people and you are not just reading answers from a ChatGPT. And how to evaluate on exams, on interviews, that it's actually knowledge from the person, not AI response. So starting from what to study. So we don't need to study just code. Actually, never engineers should just study code. It's when people asked me, even in the past 10-15 years ago, what programming language I should study, what framework I should study, my answer was always just study engineering, studying the basic principles, studying system thinking, algorithms, study how to understand how the system work. And now we can say more that also you should study how to work with AI, how to work with prompt engineering, how to evaluate that responses from AI, because all of us know that AI can hallucinate, you can imagine some things, and we always need to know that responses from AI we cannot trust, and we need to know how to evaluate these responses, accuracy of these responses. We are still people, and I hope so in 5 years, in 10 years, we still will work with the people, at least as the customers. And that Alicia told in the previous session that humans still be there, and we always need to think as a humans to provide better customer service, to grow our business. So we need to keep human-centered design, and we need to learn how to provide the best service for humans, even with help of AI. But still, our customers is humans, and always will be humans. Speed of learning and adaptability is again key factor. It's not key factor from recent days, or even for the future. It's a factor that engineers should always learn, should always study. Like 5 years ago, everyone started studying blockchain. Before it was IoT, before it was another technology, and we should always adapt. And we adapted in the past, and we should know how to adapt for the future. And communication and collaboration, because you still need to communicate with people. AI cannot bring knowledge across different departments in one place, and to know how to work with customer service, how to work with operations, with the business team, and someone of human usually have to collect this data at least to pass to AI for future improvements. So how to teach? Way of teaching is also changing nowadays. I'm again participating in MBA classes, and what I see already, professors start adopting AI. So before, when I was in the school, for example, professors not all of us to use a calculator in the math classes, but now we see that professors already encourage using AI as a tool. They're not considered it as a cheat. They're considering it as a help to in the education process. And as a mentors, as a teachers, as managers, we should enforce people and teach them how to prompt properly, how to review and refine AI answers. And we should facilitate to use AI. It's tools that with us for a long period of time, and everyone should to know how to deal with it. So as I mentioned, in the HEC, we are going to use AI tools in all assignments because it's very powerful tool for research, for getting quickly numbers. So before, what we should Google for hours, now we can get in a few prompts to the AI, but still we need to verify the data. Even that I faced in the my work job, it's that sometimes AI giving you answer, but if you ask on the next question of AI, please verify that the answer is correct, you can getting surprise results. It's yes, no, looks like it's a fake. Yes, so even AI can verify AI. So always when you're getting the data, try to check with AI with a different model and make sure that you're actually getting the right answer. Also, how we are facilitating in Sununu, we have an internal academy for building AI skills in employees. As mentioned, we have 150 engineers that already pretty know how to work with AI, but still we have up to 1,000 other employees, not technical employees, who we want to facilitate and increase their skills of usage AI. And for that, we are running internal AI labs. It's everyone can bring their idea, what they're doing on everyday work, how we can, as a tech teams, engineers, how we can help them to leverage AI in their day-to-day work, or even sometimes in like their side activities, personal life and so on. And we are trying to provide as much as possible AI tools to not compromise security and make sure that no corporate data are leaked, but still employees are able to use AI. We are facilitate micro learnings because what's good in AI, you could get a lot of information very quickly. And if you don't know something about a topic, with a few prompts, with the correct prompts to AI, you can become not an expert, but pretty well familiar with the topics in a very fast, like in 5-10 minutes. We are selecting AI champions. Mostly it's from engineering team, but for example, from finance, we have a guys who is also is AI champion who facilitate and help all other employees to use AI tools. And we're thinking how to open new career paths for employees who actually we can predict them in the future. We will not have so much need in these professions for some manual, customer support agent, for example, that it's a very big trend now to replace customer support agent with AI. But we are facilitating people to learn new career paths and to switch inside the company to a new position, to a new job. So Also, I don't know why the slide is not here, but one important topic that I want to cover is already engineering manager. And that I see that a lot of you are looking for a job right now, and you may face a lot of interviews. And there is two different behaviors on interview from interviewer side. First, people prohibit to use AI tools at all. That ask you to share your screen. They're trying to check that you are not using anything, but at the same time, there is a tons of videos on YouTube, on Instagram, how candidates are bypassing all these checks and still continue using AI in the interview process. So ways that we are going to use, and I think it's something that everyone will adopt in the future. We going to all of use of AI tools on code interviews as well. So for example, again, when I 20 years ago interviewed in my first job, I even didn't have a computer. I should put everything on a whiteboard without ADA, without any code completion tools and so on. Nowadays, most of the companies are willing to use ADA at least for code interviews. I think the future step is all of use also copilots, because honestly, even at the everyday work, we are using copilots a lot. We are using AI a lot, and one of the skills that we should verify on interview is that you're ready to your everyday work and to all parts of your everyday work, and using AI copilots, AI agent is a big part of that. So I think that we need to facilitate usage of AI on interview process well, to check how people actually can use it, how they are verifying the data from AI, how they can make a proper prompt to AI to do their everyday work. So at the beginning, to wrap up, let's incorporate AI tools in every part of the process. Let's start teaching with AI. Let's facilitate using AI, but using it smart with proper data validation, with the proper prompt engineering. And to validate AI data is always what we need. It's critical thinking. Yeah. So when you ask another human or coworker some question and you get an answer, you are think and evaluate internally in your mind, is it correct? Am I agree with it? Completely same you should do with AI responses. And of course, we should empower teams, empower employees, empower students with maximum access to AI tools. I know that in some regions it's still problematic to, pay for ChatGPT subscription, for example. I think that universities, companies should provide this to all employees to increase the quality of education in everyday work life. Yeah, I think that's all from my side. Thank you everyone for listening and participating. If someone have a questions, I'm ready to answer it.
Okay, thank you so much, Nikita. I would say that was very insightful. Please, if you have questions, do well to leave them in the chat while I take my questions. From your session, it was very evident that to build a future-ready workforce, AI is very important. And there's something I saw you say about learning how to prompt. And I think I would love you to go into details, like more details, particularly in line with professionals looking to get the best out of AI. So I'm not talking about recruiters now, company owners. And I say this because most times you find out that since these AI tools came about, ChatGPT, Gemini, DeepSeek, and the likes, you just go there to ask a question and then you take the response as it is. But I've learned over time that for you to get what you want, you have to learn how to teach the tool to give you what you want. So do you have some tips that can help our listeners know how to better prompt AI to be able to give them what they need?
Yeah, there is like 1,000 of videos on YouTube, top 10 tips of prompt engineering, top 10, top 100. So ideally, you can create even a very, very simple first question. Yeah. But don't get the first answer. When LLM provide your answer, just try to ask 2, 3, 5 follow-up questions on different details, and you will get much more relevant data and better answer. Also, in most of the tools now, deep research of functional capability. And if you're looking in really something, especially in data research, please use deep research. It will again give you much more relevant data.
Okay.
Yeah, and always validate. Again, you can get answer from ChatGPT and ask DeepSeek to validate the answer, and sometimes you will be surprised.
Okay. Thank you so much for that. So what I hear you say is that as opposed to just the usual way of just asking one question, we can start with a question and learn to give follow-up questions and feedback.
Yeah, like actually that you are doing right now with me. So you ask the first question, and you're asking a follow-up questions. Yeah, it's with human communication. So you just don't get the first answer from anyone, from AI, from your boss, from your subordinates or managers. Yeah, ask follow-up questions.
Sure. And I like something you just said, and it's like human communication. And I think that that's a mindset everyone on this attending the summit need to take away, that even if it's an AI tool, I must retain the part of human communication with it just so that I can get what I need out of it. So I know you're short for time, so I will just take one more question from the chat this time. Uche says, doesn't a high dependency on AI in the workplace eliminate the need of having the practical skill sets? What do you
Depends what we mean about practical skill sets. I personally believe that know how to use AI, it's very practical skill set. Also, if you're speaking about engineering job, still AI can only help. He cannot give you all the answers. And for example, in Sununu, we are working in an environment we have more than 100 microservices with a very huge code base. And when we are asking AI to, okay, let's design the new feature, if he cannot answer, I saw again, on YouTube, there is a ton of video how AI building the product from the scratch, but usually it's very simple web page or something that you are doing from a scratch. But when you have like 5, 10, 15 years of legacy code, I'm struggling a lot to do it. And here is actually engineering work and skills what's come up. So, and again, in my experience, even now, even before AI, coding part of engineer, it's like 30-50% per day, because others it's communication, design, and so on. And with AI, we reduce it's like 30% of the coding or to 15% of the coding. But most important part, it's not the coding itself. It's how we are designing and delivering the product.
All right, brilliant. Thank you so much, Nikita. I think that response was on point. And I, at this point, would have to call it, I would have to let you go because I know you're short for time. But I just want to say thank you so much for your time to be with us today and to share this insight. We're glad to have you.
Thank you.